So today, I don't even know what I want to do today, but I know I want to do like a little bronzy eye, really bronzy, glowy summer. So I think I'm going to use this Anastasia Soft Glam palette. Super pretty colors. There is a little bronzy, shimmer, pinkies. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this. We will see. Okay, so I actually already did my brows. So I use the Benefit Ka-Brow in shade 4, and then I also use the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. I'm going to set my eyelids with MAC Soft Ochre. And you can always use your eyeshadow base, you know, to help clean up that brow line, sharpen that brow line up. Okay, so since there's really not a flesh tone matte color in here, I'm actually just going to use a setting powder to set that base. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Peach Perfect for that. And really you can just use any setting powder or a flesh toned eye color. A flesh toned eyeshadow. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a transition shade, and I think I'm going to use the shade Burnt Orange right here. And I'm just going to clean my brush off with this little Sephora color switch thing. You literally just go like this and it cleans off your brush for you, so you don't have to wash it every single time, you know, you switch a color. And this is the Morphe M573 brush. So I'm just going to take that burnt orange. I swear, every time I start filming, the garage opens and my dog barks. Okay, so now that I applied burnt orange to my crease as my transition shade, I'm just going to go in and deepen that up, and I'm going to use the shade Sienna in this palette. And I'm actually just going to take the same brush again, and I'm really going to focus this shade in the outer corner. Okay, now I'm going to take Cypress Umber, which is this dark brown color, and I'm going to take a Morphe R39 brush, and I'm just going to place that on the outer V. Now I'm just going to take a fluffy brush, and I'm going to go back in with that burnt orange that we used as the transition shade. I'm just going to buff out all of these harsh edges. Okay, so I think I want to take this shade Bronze in this palette and put that all over my eyelid. I'm going to be using a Morphe M421 brush, and I'm just going to spray it with some Fix Plus. So I was hoping it would be a little bit more bronzy. It's kind of more gold, but it still looks really pretty. And then I'm just going to take the shade Tempera, which is the lightest shade in the palette, and I'm going to highlight my brow bone with that. Okay, and for mascara, I'm going to be using Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara, and I'm just going to apply that on my lashes. Okay, so now that I've finished up the eyes, I'm going to move on to complexion, and then I'll come back and do that lower lash line. So I'm going to use my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. And I want this look to be super dewy and glowy, so I'm going to be using the Becca Backlight Priming Filter as another primer. And I'm just going to apply this all over my face. This is basically a radiant primer. Okay, and I'm actually going to be mixing my It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Cream in the shade Medium with my MAC Strobe Cream in Gold Light. And I will be using a Morphe Y6 brush to blend this out. Now sometimes what I like to do, if I feel like the brush leaves streaks on my face, I like to take a beauty sponge and just pat in that foundation. For concealer, I'm going to be using a little bit of the Tarte Shape Tape, and I am using the shade Light Neutral. And I'm just going to use a beauty sponge to blend that out. And then I'm just going to real quick set my under eyes with the Peach Perfect from Too Faced. And then I'm just going to take a really fluffy brush and set the rest of my face with the same powder. To bronze and contour today, I'm going to be using the new Morphe Bronzer, which is a bronzer and contour, and it looks like so. This is in the shade Celebutante, and I am going to be using a Japanese highlight and contour brush. I'm just going to mix the two together. I want a little bit more bronze and a little bit more warmth. I'm going to be using the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer. And I'm just going to take a MAC 135S brush. And then for blush today, I'm going to be using MAC Copper Tone Blush. And then for highlight, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Amrezy highlight. I'm going to be using a Morphe R36 brush to do that with. And then I'm also going to take some of that highlight and put it on the inner corners. I'm going to go back into the lower lash line, and I'm only going to take, I think, burnt orange up against my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take a little bit of sienna. And I don't like putting mascara on my lower lash line just because my lashes are super long, and if I do, they literally go down to my lips basically. So now I'm going to set my makeup with MAC Fix Plus. And then I'm just going to tap that in with a beauty blender or beauty sponge. So for lips, I'm going to keep it a little bit neutral. So I'm going to be lining my lips with the Kat Von D Everlasting Lip Liner in Bow and Arrow. And then I'm going to apply on top of this the Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer in the shade 62 Charmer. And that is the final look. I like how it turned out, although I do wish that shade bronze in the Anastasia Soft Glam palette was a little bit more bronzy. I feel like it came out kind of gold on my eyelid. But other than that, I really like this look. I like how it turned out. I like how glowy and bronzy it is. Perfect for summer. I really like it. Hope you all like this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I post new videos. See you guys.